The studio of CBS this morning was buzzing with its usual controlled energy when Meghan Markle appeared as the much-anticipated guest. Producers had been promoting her segment for weeks, promising viewers a candid and eye-opening conversation. However, what was meant to be a polished media appearance quickly unraveled into something completely unexpected. From the very start, Nate Burleson's sharp, unsparing questions seemed to throw Meghan off balance, setting the stage for one of the most embarrassing on-air clashes in recent memory. Viewers who tuned in were immediately aware that this was not going to be the ordinary celebrity interview. Nate, known for his calm but probing style, wasted no time addressing the controversies that had surrounded Meghan and Prince Harry. Instead of focusing on lighter topics, he questioned her about public perceptions, contradictions in past statements, and her relationship with the media. Meghan, visibly tense, attempted to redirect the discussion, but Nate's persistence created a palpable tension that even the cameras couldn't soften. The audience inside the studio grew uncomfortably silent as Meghan's tone shifted from defensive to confrontational. She interrupted Nate mid-sentence several times, challenging his framing and accusing the media of twisting narratives about her life. While she tried to remain composed, her body language, crossed arms, tight jaw, and clipped responses, betrayed her frustration. Nate, on the other hand, stayed calm and measured, which only made her outbursts appear sharper and more emotional in contrast. At one particularly heated moment, Nate brought up a past interview Meghan had given, pointing out contradictions in her statements about privacy and media attention. Meghan fired back that his question was disrespectful, and that the show was perpetuating the very kind of tabloid culture she had spoken out against. Her words echoed through the studio, but instead of applause, an awkward silence followed, leaving the impression that she had overstepped the line in a setting that thrives on civility. What no one expected, however, was how quickly the situation escalated after that exchange. Meghan's refusal to let Nate continue his line of questioning effectively derailed the interview. Producers, speaking frantically through earpieces, could be seen gesturing for the hosts to regain control. Gayle King attempted to smooth over the moment, but Meghan doubled down, accusing the network of inviting her under false pretenses and suggesting that she had been ambushed. By this point, social media was exploding. Clips of the live broadcast were already being shared, with hashtags like #Meghan on CBS and #Nate Burleson trending within minutes. Audiences across the country weighed in, with some defending Meghan's stance while others criticized her for failing to handle tough questions gracefully. The very platform she had come to use as a stage for her message was now becoming the amplifier of her most humiliating media moment. Back in the studio, Nate maintained his professionalism, calmly reminding Meghan that tough questions were part of journalism and that viewers expected honesty, not rehearsed talking points. This comment appeared to strike a nerve. Meghan raised her voice slightly, declaring that she did not need to justify her truth to anyone. The atmosphere was no longer that of a standard morning show. It felt more like a public trial unfolding in real time, with millions of viewers as witnesses. The breaking point came when Meghan abruptly attempted to end the segment herself. She removed her microphone, saying she was not willing to participate in what she described as a setup. Producers scrambled to cut to commercial, but not before cameras caught the tense moment of Meghan standing up while Nate remained seated, visibly calm but firm in his demeanor. The optics were disastrous, the Duchess walking off while the host struggled to maintain composure and salvage the broadcast. When the show returned from break, Meghan was no longer on set. Gayle King announced that due to unforeseen circumstances, the segment had ended earlier than planned. Nate, though professional, looked visibly frustrated, while the rest of the panel attempted to transition to lighter topics. Viewers, however, were left with only one memory. Meghan Markle had stormed out of a live national broadcast after clashing with a host who refused to back down. In the aftermath, CBS executives reportedly held emergency meetings to assess the fallout. Critics labeled the incident as Meghan's most embarrassing public misstep to date, while her supporters claimed she had been unfairly targeted. Regardless of perspective, the damage was done. The viral clip of her heated exchange with Nate Burleson, and her dramatic exit, became one of the most talked about television moments of the year, cementing her CBS appearance not as a PR victory, but as a cautionary tale of how quickly a narrative can spiral out of control on live television.